finally ready to do the last two series of the tournament, or of the quarterfinals rather. But the game has started. The action is there, and TenShi is here to continue his dominant form that he had in the group stage, while Mugibaby has to kind of recoup. He had some misclicks, had some misplays. For me, I think he was one of the sloppiest players in groups. Wow, he did make it out, though.
Just because you're sloppy doesn't mean you can't win, pal.
That's true. I mean, he made it out, so he can, you know, hopefully if he plays more under control, no nerves, no stress, calm and collected, no misclicks, of course, I think he can definitely win the series as well. We'll see.
Oh, hell yeah. Double webcams on this one, baby. That's what I've been waiting for.
And TenShi, the last hope and the only hope of South America, the whole tournament, coming from Brazil with the samurai man bun.
Yeah, dude. TenShi literally looks like a Bushido samurai warrior. He's a god. Mugibaby, pretty calm. Although, if you look close enough, you will see a nose ring. Just pretty neat.
Thanks, Lax. Like you see here, we see Bristleback with a samurai sword pulled out, ready to kill this Luna in the first turn. And Drow going to face much of the same in the third lane. And this is red-green. Normally doesn't find such a great flop turn, but because blue is so weak and green, with Drow Rangers also very weak, we see a dominating start here from TenShi. Bronze Engineer also on the board. Damage on each lane, and every lane but the first one completely under his control right now.
Indeed, hardly a flop at all, as we see that go very well for our boy. However, heroes are coming out now. We do have a couple options here in the early game. Dimensional Portal at any cost, maybe deciding where they want to go. Now, if I was that Ogre Magi, I go mid for at any cost, for sure.
It looks very tempting. The hand isn't great for Mugibaby. He does have kind of a top-end hand. We saw Storm before start off with a very clunky hand, but then you had that triple emissary win in the few series before this one, so that could end up not hurting Mugibaby too much, but he does want to look for some of those spells that help him survive the early game.
Sorry, I got a little excited there. Didn't mean to interrupt you. We have 2 emissaries and a Salamene already in hand. Now, we saw how amazing that was before, and it's getting close. Here comes the Elder Tree to get us closer to that goal.
That being said, both of these archetypes look to ramp early on in different ways. I think TenShi is more ramp-oriented, but if Mugibaby is able to find a Stars Align, a Sanctum, and even a Gust, he can go off, get that ultimate combo going. He finds a prey on the weak with the emissaries, he can go just spiral out of control and take full control of the game. So the draw is very important in this matchup for both players. Both kind of combo decks that rely on a certain set of cards.
Bro, come on, right here. You Stars Align Emissary, you've already got an army for you. At any cost had to have been played there, but we will see Stars Align. I'm guessing you at any cost now.
This has to be it.
You have to take care of these units.
Although if you think it's time of Triumph, you're really not doing much with at any cost, so maybe
it's still something.
Mugibaby decides to hold on.
No way.
The emissary comes down now, and still now he has a chance to answer this, and he has to go for it 100%. So very patient play from Mugibaby. Still not looking great because the emissary does come down. It does survive with the armor and the high health, but he was able to counter some of those units that were already on the board.
Okay, you know what? Not the worst move in the world, actually. He did get to hurt the emissary with the NA cost too, so actually a value play waiting for that.
But he didn't hurt him enough.
No, he didn't.
And lane 3 also in complete control of Mugibaby, still at 5 mana, so Annihilation not really a possibility to reset these 2 very powerful lanes for TenShi, and 3 heroes will come down for Mugi.
Yep. Huge decision time. This is going to pretty much set up exactly where the rest of the match is going to go. Is he going to do anything to defend that middle lane, or is he just going to say, you know what, that's lost, let's focus up? And he's having some tough times deciding. He just put Loot in that first lane for the 50-50 chance for the insta-kill, Panda.
Not only that, he has a chance to draw into Stars Align and Sanctum for the combo.
No.
So very unclimatic play at all. No climax there for that poor Luna, and no Stars Align drawn either. So the combo will not go off this turn. We do have some setup plays. Eclipse is in hand, which I've heard has, it's a machine gun now apparently.
Wow, that's
very quick animation.
That's kind of unfortunate. I mean, he did not have any cards that could have been played, but you can't take that risk. Of course, we see the cards and he doesn't. So technically, he could have put a Dimensional Portal there and got himself a little bit of room, but good thing he still has it, because in this next lane, that is receiving some mega damage. Here comes the boost, if I will. The buff, if I will.
Now, exact lethal here. We're probably not going to see a blink here from TenShi. It's the option, though. You could blink away a hero.
Yep.
And hope to, but yeah, it's exact lethal. I think it's too tempting not to take it. And in this lane, Dimensional Portal can be played to stall out some of this damage. Annihilation is there for the next turn, not just yet. But a lot of damage coming through already.
Nice. Those kind of went on an okay side, blocking a little bit. Of course, getting that axe would be helpful, but good start for here. Kind of already back against the wall, though, Panda.
The blink can go onto Legion, but it will not kill the Kana, and that's the biggest thing because those blue heroes in this lane can cast Annihilation next turn. If they have initiative, enough magic is in hand for TenShi, you can counter it that way.
Yeah.
You would kill the Kana and maybe even the Ogre if it goes into that lane as well. But lane 1, it's looking very scary for Mugibaby. We talked about the game being kind of over, but all of a sudden you have 7 mana. You can draw Thunder God's Wrath, you can draw Stars Align and Sanctum to combo into Incarnation.
Wow.
That lane's uncontested. There's no deployments for TenShi.
That is a lot of what-ifs, though, my man. We do need to get a Stars Align real soon, though, where this game is looking pretty rough here for our boy Mugi, the baby himself.
The Ogre can go in lane 1 if you want to high roll all the way in.
Hell yeah, boy!
You can get multicast if you hope to draw Stars Align and Thunder God's Wrath, for example, and you can just high roll your way to victory, but it is, like you said, a whole lot of ifs.
I mean, at this point, though, the game's looking so bad. Is it really so silly to try to do something that crazy? Not to me. We do have a Foresight and a Sanctum. I like it.
The Foresight can still find Stars Align, and you can refresh into 9 mana.
Oh, baby. Do you Sanctum Foresight? I believe that's your only play here.
Sanctum comes down, and now you can't play Foresight, so it doesn't matter.
What are you talking about? You just hit the button.
You have to refresh first. But if you play Foresight and you find Stars Align, you can't refresh again, so you can play the Incarnation regardless.
No, you're right. You did the math more than I could ever hope to, Panda. This is why you're so smart.
The first lane is taken down, though, but now Mugi has to worry about the next 2 lanes. He does not have initiative. Did not play the Arc until he drew into it, but could not play. There was not enough mana.
All right, now, Panda, listen here. Do we spring the trap, or do we go for Quorum and start to threaten 80 on this lane?
I believe you have to keep initiative.
No way.
You can play enough magic in the next lane, or you can go all in like you said, but if you go all in, you'd never play Spring Trap into the 3rd lane. The threat of initiative is much too high. You're at 6 mana. I think this is the better idea. You can go for the Ancient kill, except that the next lane can be annihilated. That's okay.
But you have to assume that it will be annihilated. I mean, it is round 6. You lost initiative, and I think this is a great play.
Yeah.
Because no matter what happens, even if that lane doesn't work out now, he has got to answer this middle lane, and with only 2 heroes, without a Blink Dagger, this one is just basically over. So a safe and effective play from TenShi.
Not only that, even if he finds a Blink Dagger next turn in the shop, he'd have to blink the Luna to annihilate the lane, 2. And at that point, he could not play Arcane Assault before at the same time and keep initiative, which means that something like a Berserker's Call or a duel could still kill the Luna.
That's a stressful situation. You can tell on Mugi's face. He's feeling it. This is not looking good, but he's probably going to play it out. Come on, Mugi. Don't freak out. Just play the Annihilation and hope for the best. I don't think he has any other moves.
If it does not calm down instantly,
it's
coming down instead.
Oh, and a multicast. Not as effective as normal, of course.
The Eclipse will go down to only 1 charge because it is multicasted. And now TenShi has the option to Town Portal Scroll, go all in on lane 2. And I think he knows that even if TenShi can blink Luna to annihilate lane 2, he would lose initiative.
Wow, well, he does get the Blink Dagger.
So the more red heroes, unless you have some kind of crazy... Yeah, this is probably a better option.
Yeah, okay. Wow. So you can, what'd you say, Berserker's Call right here. Try to do something, but...
Well, the axe is still not strong enough for that.
Yeah, not strong enough yet.
But you have the chance to counterplay things like the Incarnation going crazy, or even the Thunder God's Wrath, for example.
So this is still okay, you know? You can blink over and annihilate. This can happen, buddy. It ain't over.
Well, you have enough magic, so depends on how the Luna lands.
I can go anywhere the moonlight
There's a blink.
touches.
And there's enough magic, so this seals the deal in this lane. Initiative goes back to TenShi, get enough magic, and that's a forfeit for Mugibaby. So too much, too soon for Mugibaby to control. Quick. Did not find the Stars Align, did not find the combo, and when you can't get the infinite combo going, you can't control the game. And that was TenShi just getting a very clean ramp victory.
Again, we see the MVP of the tournament so far. Enough Magic coming out, limiting all the options in these decks. If you have to blink, you got to take a few turns to do it. And if you have enough Magic, those turns will never happen. So a very quick showing there. This guy had enough Magic. He had enough of this game. He's ready to go home. But game 2 will be swinging out in any moment now. I think Mugi has to take a few breathers. That one got away from him real quick.
Yep.
But we're back in.
Gust was the option before, but after the nerf, Enough Magic kind of took that place as the, deal sealer.
The deal sealer. You ever did a deal sealer yourself in real life, Panda?
A few here and there.
Hey-o! What was her name?
I think we're talking about different topics.
Oh, okay. Mine was Brittany.
That's great to know.
All right, so Panda, what are you thinking about this matchup here? We got Bristle v. Bristle. Legion v. Legion, potentially? Let's take a look over.
Well, you can see it up there, Slacks.
Well, I see the Legions, but they're not clearly in front of each other. Come on now.
But now we do have a Stars Align and a Time of Triumph in hand for Mugibaby. So a second Stars Align would mean a turn 2 Time of Triumph.
Oh my God. Don't say things like that.
The Secret can come down. The Smash can come down as well. But you sometimes... Oh, never mind.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
TenShi sees the value of the Smash early instead of saving it for something that could sell him in his favor, for example, against Red Green Ramp.
Ironic that he wanted to draw his own card, and it was Smash which drew a card for the enemy, isn't it, Panda?
It is how the tables have turned.
That is ironic? That's great. I learned it.
Well done.
That's a metaphor.
I'm not sure you're correct on that one, Slacks, but good attempt.
Thank you,
We
buddy.
do see Drow go into the first lane. Beastmaster will pair up with her. And not many plays, too exciting of a play here. Viscous Nasal Goo can threaten the lethal on the Drow. There isn't an item to save her. Stars Align was not drawn by Mugibaby. He does have the chance to play something like the Mist early on. Can find some great value.
Oh, it feels so good to see these mono blue decks. Just look at, he can play everything. Everything is available. No thought process.
Slacks.
What?
Just said mono blue.
I meant to say mono red.
Well, maybe you should think about what you say next time.
Well, I'm sorry that I'm colorblind. It's a condition. So thanks a lot for putting that out there.
Viscous Nasal Goo does come down on the Drow, and the Drow, like I said, will be dying this turn. And that is actually big, because if these green heroes are dying, we saw Drow die there, and Lycan also threatened in lane 3. It means you can play things like Summon in his favor, like Stars Align next turn, and it really slows down the one advantage that Red Green has, which is the ramp potential.
Oh, baby. Is this potentially a duel, potentially? I mean, you would get some nice damage, but you probably want to keep that duel because the Stars Align, the ramp. You want to be able to screw that up later. So.
And you're getting the kill here anyway, so I think it's okay for TenShi just to pass here.
Yeah.
Takes initiative back. The Savage Wolf does come down, but not too big of a problem right now.
And we're seeing this game just, again, machine gun, go, 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 until we get to those high levels when these guys will start to actually take some time out and think. Stars Align is at the ready. He needs one more, and we can get something good, but no red hero in this lane to help out with that Time of Triumph.
With only Legion alive, he kind of has to split up these heroes. He can't play a red and green together because, like we mentioned, the green heroes were all dying, which means that even if he had wanted to go for the spinning trap or he drew a second Stars Align, he cannot find the potential. He does have an Emissary, though.
Yeah, do you want to put an Emissary down with double Stars Align? I mean, Time of Triumph has done wonders in this tournament so far. And you do risk yourself. Whoa, whoa, you went real quick there. You do risk running against that enough magic, which is very scary to put those double Stars Align. You'll look like a fool. Nobody wants to look like a fool. 3
in the deck list for TenShi, so Mugibaby.
Look how many goddamn cards this guy's have. There's no way he doesn't have enough magic if you're thinking as Mugibaby.
Well, he doesn't have it, so.
I know he doesn't have it, but there's no way.
Well, there is a way because
look at all those cards, Panda. There's no way he don't have it.
That being said, Mugibaby is stalling for time here. Equips the Stonehall Cloak first on an already very healthy Treant, so not really, a need.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to see if TenShi commits to some mana here. Anything he does spend here will open up, we'll stop the play of enough magic, but there's a pass, very smart pass from TenShi instead. And look at that, Mugibaby does not go for it.
That's the super bait right there, buddy.
Could be holding out on a 4-man Time of Triumph next turn.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't lose too much by not doing that.
But at that point, TenShi can draw one of his 3 enough magics. He has 30 cards still in the deck, so there's not that high odds, but
I mean,
there's
that's
a chance.
10%, I think.
He draws 2 cards.
What's that?
He draws 2 cards.
So then it's a 20% chance.
Good enough.
What is the percent chance, Panda?
It could be that.
It could be that. Thank you so much, Panda. It is great having a real analyst with me. Kinfolk Plate. Very exciting to see that item. You never see it except for when the secret shop has it. Oh boy, that item's hot garbage. So what do you think about Drow so far, buddy? It hasn't really come through in any way, as we've seen in last game or this game, in my opinion.
Well, the flashy play has been keeping those Savage Wolves at 4 attack to trade with creeps. So considering that is the most exciting thing about it, probably not too good. But in this case, we see Mugibaby splitting up his heroes.
Oh, now we could see the world's greatest Gust come out. It's not going to do anything, but it will hit 3 heroes, which is very exciting. Could actually block a Berserker's Call, which would do a lot. Oh, they're right next to each other, Panda. I got a little excited, peeked the microphone a little bit, but...
Now, even if TenShi finds enough magic, which he does not,
yes,
Mugibaby has made it so that if...
Whoa, he goes straight into the Stars Align.
If enough magic happens here, you still have the chance to do the same Stars Align play in lane 2 and still get the Time of Triumph off. So, very smart play from Mugi. He says, even if my opponent has the counter, I still have the chance to do it again in lane 2 with 2 Stars Align and 6 natural mana on the board. So,
yep, and he gets the double benefit too. TenShi now will have to say, you know, I don't have it. My bait is over. You win. And then he gets double level 8 spells. He don't want to put that blink there. He got to abandon this lane. See you later. Do what you must. I got to go. And that's the Quorum lady. You all right?
Yeah, it's going to be an Emissary instead of the Time of Triumph. He only has 1 Time of Triumph, which means he has 3 heroes on lane 2. The check for enough magic has come through. He knows that TenShi does not have it. He will not hold it in this lane because, well, could be an issue, right?
Yeah, that'd be a wild bait right there. So we are going to see a boost from the Quorum.
That being said,
hello, 4 heroes.
Jasper Daggers with initiative for TenShi can come through. And the moment Stars Align is played, Berserker's Call can come through from the Legion and kill both green heroes. So that is a big play that can be made here. We'll see if TenShi thinks through this line of play. He does have initiative. He has to equip the Jasper Daggers first to guarantee the kill on Lycan. That's at 10 HP.
That is hype.
And then as soon as Stars Align is played, because it's a 2-card combo, not just a Time of Triumph, you have that opening to, although the ramp is still there, Legion can still cast Time of Triumph just on herself. You eliminate 2 heroes from the equation, and Emissary as well.
He does have to do it now, though. If he doesn't Jasper Daggers,
and he doesn't do it, well,
he puts the Kraken on, so...
That's also an option. So now you just duel the Legion Commander. Stars Align is available. The Emissary is as well, but Time of Triumph is no longer an option.
So do you put Emissary in this one, or do you hold it for the next round so that you can really push that Ancient threat, my friend?
Well, I think you have to drop the Emissary. I mean, there's 19 damage going through on your lane. You have to start blocking here. This could get out of hand very quickly. And you have 4 heroes as well. Blink Daggers will have to be found by TenShi. He has 4 red heroes on lane 2, so maybe a bit of an overcommitment here.
That's a couple heroes, my friend. Yeah, that could end up biting him in the booty. If he doesn't make any more money in this game, he will be killing the Drow on this one. But if he doesn't find those blinks, he's going to sinks. Which makes me really think, man, with this many heroes stuck here, I don't know. It is a decision to put the Emissary of the Quorum down. If he could just put that in the first lane without any blink ability for a while, that's a game win. This is a huge decision by Mugibaby.
That being said, Spring the Trap is in hand for next turn. You can kind of share your resources that way. The Emissary does come down. It will threaten the kill on Bristleback as well. And the duel comes out instead. Without the pump, it's not enough to kill the Bristleback. Stays alive at 1 health and counters a fantastic play from Mugibaby and pushes 21 damage through as well.
Well, you know what? That is why you probably want to save that for the first lane. So we're almost seeing lethal here. Kraken Shell still available if you want to have initiative into the next round, but you can still do that here in this lane with the axe, of course. Whew, that's got to hurt, man. I think this might be a 2-0.
The Brawler should come down here and trade with the Savage Wolf. Just make sure to clear that, not let it grow any longer, and keep this tower nice and healthy, and start trying to push for damage on this lane as well. We see 8 gold for Mugibaby. Does find the Blink Dagger.
Hello.
The golden ticket can be bought by TenShi. If he believes
TenShi
in Richard Garfield, he will buy this.
Richard has given you a gift with a golden ticket in the shop, TenShi. Take that golden ticket and Willy Wonka yourself something big, baby. Do it.
TenShi has to think. Do I play a professional line and buy the Jasper Daggers?
No.
15 seconds remaining.
Don't.
To counter the Gust?
Just
or
do
I high roll, buy the golden ticket, and find a Horn of the Alpha?
Bro, you're already ahead. Just do it. Oh, TenShi. Fortune favors the bold in Artifact. Very disappointed by that play.
We saw Hyped believe in Richard. He found the Apotheosis Blade in his game.
That he lost. But it was still exciting.
And TenShi finds the Spring, although the Spring here answers back from Mugibaby.
Hiya!
Able to help out in a lane he had already won in lane 1.
Those chicks really hate Axe. Here we go. Emissary of the Quorum. We could have been seeing 2 right now, which would have been putting this tower in some major damage. But
we'll see a blink into lane 3 from TenShi.
Sure.
To help defend here against the single Axe.
Boom. That Axe can be scary, man.
No blink was found for TenShi, so no option to move these 4 heroes from lane 2 to lane 3. And this might be an ancient race, but I mean, there's a clear advantage in lane 1 for Mugibaby with the Emissary already down and the ancient tower already exposed as well.
Absolutely, but we do have several Spring the Traps and a Time of Triumph coming out next time, potentially on 4 heroes, which is going to be pretty big stuff. Question is, where do you put the Spring the Trap? Do you try to put a little pressure on that right lane to avoid Mugibaby getting that damage on the tower? Or do you buy yourself some time and go lethal in the mid? What's the best avenue, my friend?
I think TenShi has to, I mean, really, he just has no outs, to be honest. He can help Axe in the 3rd lane, but I think there's, you know, the 1st lane, you don't have any blinks to go back. There's an Emissary there. The Ancient's already exposed. That's a 2-turn timer at best. You can also play your Drow and your Legion on that lane as well. Lane 3 is still extremely healthy for Mugi. He's not worried about it at all. He doesn't have to place any extra heroes there, I think, for the current moment. And next turn, with Time of Triumph coming down on 3 heroes in lane 1 and the Emissary buffs.
And there's the duel as well, just taking out this damage. Things not looking good for TenShi.
He can just take out this tower instead of going for the Ancient.
Holy woly.
TenShi overcommits to the 2nd lane. 4 heroes still stuck there. 11 gold does find 1 single blink dagger, but is it too little? Too late, Slacks.
Should have got that golden ticket, baby. I bet it had a Horn of the Alpha in it. We'll never know.
And there it is, the 3 heroes in lane 3.
All right, Mugi doesn't have too much to have to worry about here. But TenShi has a lot to think about. 30 damage on that. We are going to probably see a 4-man Time of Triumph.
I love the Drow in lane 2.
Yes.
You know why?
Why is that?
Because if a duel is able to kill one of the green heroes, once these blinks are equipped, if they're equipped on heroes that are next to each other, you can Gust, and the blinks cannot be used. They will be silenced, which means that there's no response in the 3rd lane, and Mugibaby insta-wins the game.
That is very cute, I must say. But you know what I like? We just drew a Primal Roar on TenShi. You could think about stunning and funning. Putting that Drow in a different lane. Getting out of there. Only 28 damage so far right here. 75 next time, though. That was some great blockage from the Crepes. Do you just stun here?
But then you can see a lane 3. You can move the Lycan to lane 3, which would help Mugibaby in a way. And the Jasper Daggers in hand for Mugibaby means that he still can clear that stun from Primal Roar.
Dang. I think you got to blink out Tidehunter. But then what do you do if you get gusted? You can't blink, baby. You got to put that blink down.
Now, the sequencing here is very important for both players.
Man.
If TenShi puts the blink on Tidehunter first.
Now, we could Berserker's Call with the Legion Commander and just kill 2 of these guys. That would give you a free reign. But then you're going to lose a lot of that mana, a lot of the damage that you have to be doing. And let's not forget, even if you manage to save the last lane, what do you do about the 1st lane? Spring the
Springs
trap.
first.
Holy woly.
And there's a Gust on. Only the Legion can now blink out. The Beastmaster is stuck in this lane.
That is unfortunate. Jeez, 22 damage. I mean, I think at this point, what are we looking at on that last lane? I mean, 10 damage. You got to put Legion.
I was trained.
There's a blink on Legion.
This is harsh.
So, of course, Mugi had no idea what items were already in hand for TenShi. He did not know if there was a 2nd blink. So he went for the safe play of of stunning the Beastmaster, so he cannot blink to lane 3. And now only the Legion is there to protect in lane 3 to try and defend this game for TenShi.
How do you do it, though? I mean, look at that 1st lane, too. You do have enough magic, so you can put 2 here. Yo, there we go. We can put Tidehunter in that 1st lane. You're probably not going to have initiative, though, because if you're Mugi, why touch the board right here?
Time of Triumph comes down. The Primal Roar can come in as well from Legion Commander, moves the Bristleback away from this tower, but all it does is stall out here.
Yeah, is that what you do? I mean, you have the chance potentially next round to, if the blockage works right, get that Ravage off before anything bad happens.
Is there a next round, though?
Oh.
This Ancient Tower is completely...
Well, that's what I'm saying. Tidehunter could go into that lane and just get the world's greatest Ravage. Wow.
The initiative is lost, which means that TenShi, if a Gust is drawn by Mugibaby, he still has 2 in the deck. He can just silence Tidehunter and pretty much guarantee lethal anyway. Even then, the Ravage would have to be very good.
Was Time of Triumph the right call there, buddy? That was, I mean, I think his only chance was to just insta-Ravage and hope for the best. That was a very, very intense Time of Triumph in that lane.
Now, the Gust draw here would seal the deal.
Yeah, I mean, he already has enough magic, but no red hero. Goodness gracious.
Initiative in favor of Mugibaby.
All right, come on now, Mugi. Oh, if we get a Gust, the game is over. If the Ravage does not take out pretty much the entire lane, the game is over. We do not see the Gust.
We have a Jasper Daggers to counter the stun, but there are no green blades to be made, so it would not matter too much anyway. The pump comes out.
Malron the Tentacular, hear my prayer.
And the arrows.
Here we go, baby.
Are completely in favor of TenShi anyway. 2 of these 11 power creeps hitting the sides instead of the tower, so only 16 damage going through.
Do we have a Blink Dagger? No. We
There's
do
a
have
Town
a
Portal
TP.
Scroll. There's Kraken Shell for initiative.
Oh, we needed more heroes in that middle lane, though. Nuts. No ability to Primal Roar these guys out of the way. Not that that would help you out too much. Do have a Time of Triumph, but what's that going to do either? Time is running out, buddy.
You can move the Beastmaster to lane 3.
You can after you Time of Triumph here. Is that what you want to do? Or you want to save Time of Triumph for the next lane? Yeah, you definitely want to do it next lane. 3 hero, better than 1. Am I right, Panda?
You are. There are no Blink Daggers for Mugibaby, which means that these green heroes are stuck in lane 2 for him. But lane 1 is still going to be an issue next turn. You can't win this turn if you're TenShi. Enough magic comes down anyway and secures the win with the siege damage onto lane 3. So Mugibaby wins this game, ties the series. He found the ramp early. The overcommitment on lane 2 from TenShi was just too much, I think. He did not find the Blink Daggers, did not find the movement that maybe something like a Dark Cure gives you in the red-green archetype, for example. And Mugibaby takes the series, ties it, and we're going to see the last game here to see who wins.
You know, I would say that I do not typically see 4 heroes going into 1 lane unless it's the last round and that person wins the game. It's just that overcommittal can be a pain in the booty. But we're into the next game. Let's head on in. Here we are. Look at this hand already from Mugi. We've got Emissary of the Quorum, Incarnation. We just need a little bit of ramp, and we're looking real sexy. TenShi, though, does have a Time of Triumph and enough magic, so goodbye to that ramp potentially for 1 round.
Enough magic is a crucial card to have in this matchup.
Crucial!
Crucial.
Crucial!
Kraken Shell as well to steal back initiative against those, you know, plays like Annihilation, for example, when you least expect it.
Crucial!
The Legionnaire comes out with a perfect trade onto one of these creeps. And Drow also going to the grave for 2 turns here.
Rest in peace, Miss Ranger.
Again, a very top-heavy hand for Mugibaby. Finds the Emissary and the Incarnation, but missing a lot of those early plays. You know, you have the Sanctums, you have the Dimensional Portals. Even at any cost was fairly good at stalling out the game against the red-green ramp from TenShi.
Yep, we could see those cards get drawn right now, though. That would be optimal. You don't want to have those cards in round 1 anyway. They just confuse and anger you. Now if the cards are drawn, though, that is very nice. What will we see? Who will ramp first? Welcome to Dota, the card game.
Well, Mono Red does not have much ramp to access, but so I think it might just be Mugibaby. But he can at least counter it by playing things like Duel and enough magic. That being said, there are a few improvements like Sanctum that we mentioned before, but there are 3 smashes for TenShi.
Is this a double duel right here, my friend? You would be able to knock out the entire lane if you so chose with the Bristleback.
At any cost could punish you, though.
Oh. Maybe that's why he put on the cloak there, my friend.
That is true. The duel can come down on Luna. Bristleback would still be at 9 HP, so still very healthy.
And the double duel. There we will go. Knocking out these blue heroes.
The Luna dies, which means the Eclipse charges will not be coming through for at least 2 turns here. Arcane Assault comes down instead. But full control here for TenShi. The multicast is huge. Initiative. War is going to be very much in the favor of Mugi for this match, and the Prey on the Weak found as well.
Look at this. Imagine if you had a routed. Oh, my.
Well, a mana turn 4 routed would be pretty strong. Maybe too strong.
With some ramp on the mono red deck, you could play that routed if it existed.
I think that's what you would call broken.
That would be pretty strong.
Blink Dagger, 19 gold, though, does not find the Vesher in the secret shop, so maybe has to ask JJ for some tips there.
Yeah,
Finds a Claymore instead.
Why is it a Claymore? Claymore, is it that bad? I've heard you guys talk some mad shit about the swords. Sword apparently is the only good one. You guys don't like Broadsword? You don't like Claymore?
Who are you lumping me in with? Who's you guys?
All you analyst types.
I haven't talked to them about swords.
Well, what do you think about Claymore? You a fan?
Well, compared to Vesher, it's terrible, Slacks.
Okay, well,
he bought it.
Hell yeah,
He bought the Claymore, so TenShi really, you know, going into this samurai look, buying the Claymore.
He's buying the sword. How could you not look at it, that thing? It's got a skull next to it. That's the most metal image I've ever seen. A man's got to get that.
He does maybe find, well, the curve on Beast Vesher does not give him any tower damage basically this turn, so unfortunate purchase there.
Yikes.
Cannot make great use of it.
Very happy to see that Claymore, but not being very useful here, as we see so far. However, he can put on the Legion Commander unabated.
What word was that?
Unabated.
I'm not sure that's English.
What now?
Unabated.
Unimpeded, in fact.
So you needed SUNSfans to help you there, but Prey on the Weak does come down. Finds some pretty good direct damage. Trades with the creep here as well. And that's a lot of Arcane Souls in hand for Mugibaby. Maybe too much.
Yeah, there we go. That looks nice.
The goo comes down, able to trade with Drow, takes a lot of damage away from those doggos.
All right, but guitar solo here as the Claymore is put on the Legion Commander. Get ready.
I don't think any guitar noises are made when that sword's equipped, so. Thank you. We'll have to add that voice to the game, actually.
Yeah, that's definitely not annoying at all. As we see, 16 damage only left in that third lane. Would be surprised if he did not try to do something there to save that lane there.
6 mana available. Annihilation available. Initiative in favor of Mugibaby. Let's hope he does not misclick. We saw it the other day. Had Annihilation, play the Eclipse instead. Mugi, take your time. He's smiling. He knows.
He knows.
He knows.
This is the moment, Mugi.
The deja vu coming back to haunt him, but he's taking his time. Hands in the air.
Here we go.
There
and
it
he
is.
does connect. A nice shot, Mugi.
He drinks some water, having passed that traumatic moment.
One of the hardest moves he has done in his Artifact career so far.
The smirk confirms that he knows what we're talking about.
Indeed.
But now we see the duel, or the Berserker's Call available for Axe, still only at 6 attack though. Can't do much to stop this Kana here. Prey on the Weak can come down once again. Quite a few damage units on the board.
Oh boy, that would do significant damages.
And Mono Red, very few options to stop these very wide boards. No AoE control option.
Oh.
And this is what Storm does best. Goes wide with Prey on the Weak, with the Emissary coming in a few turns as well.
I say, TenShi, he needs to get some stuff rolling here, buddy. I'm getting a little scared. Actually, we'll see the Arcane Assault instead coming out.
At any cost, it looks fantastic in this lane.
Oh, yeah.
But we have the Kraken Shell from TenShi. Mana has been spent.
Oh, yeah.
No Sanctum to refresh and play your second Arcane Assault, which means that TenShi can steal back initiative here.
Will he do it, though? I think it is the right play. You do know that it's 6 mana. You do know that they got those board clears.
He can play maybe a Viscous Nasal Goo first on something like the Trine, for example, and then play the Kraken Shell.
Oh, onto the Kana.
He can even Phase Boots maybe.
Ha!
But goes for the Shell instead. Gets initiative back and is able to dodge the anti-cost with the Berserker's Call here instead. Going to kill the Luna and the creep. 14 attack, more than enough. And the Claymore will come in to seal the deal on this tower. So
hell yeah.
Great play from TenShi. Heads up play, buying the Claymore.
Oh, interesting to heal up that unit there.
Well, when you're going into the 7-mana turn, you want to play around Thunder God Wrath. If Zeus was in the deck, it is not. It's just Storm, not Mono Blue.
That is true.
I was testing you, Slacks.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
But anyway, even if Zeus, wouldn't you kind of want that hero to die to move around, or is that just enough damage to threaten the Ancient by itself?
Yeah, it can happen. You
Okay.
have the Claymore.
Very strong item.
It's a 4-turn clock, but it's a clock nonetheless.
Tick-tock. on the 4-turn clock. Drow Ranger solo in that lane. That is nice. You provide all that extra damage to all those little units. +1. It adds up, baby.
This deck really does benefit from finding combo pieces with a blue and a green hero in the same lane.
That is right. And we're not seeing too much for said combos. We don't have any way to rise up yet.
No stars aligned and no smash in the hand for TenShi either, but
just what I was looking for.
We do have the Ravage up.
God, I love these giant Ravages.
We don't have initiative available in green to steal it back, so there will be a Ravage here from TenShi, I believe.
Show it to me, Poppy. He could play could enough magic if he feels like it, but decides to put the Stonehall Cloak on the axe.
The Eclipse can come down. It's up to 4 charges now.
And there you go. Now we Ravage, boy. Hit them all.
Heads up play from TenShi.
Oh,
hoping to get the best value Ravage possible. You could Primal Roar as well into that creep and get the Kana out of this lane, but I think you will probably prefer the Ravage and then the Bronze Legionnaire and Legion Standard Bearer combo instead, I think.
I prayed to Malron the Tentacular last time. It's your time, buddy. Give us a prayer to the Dark Cthulian God, Panda.
I'm an unbiased caster, Slaps.
Unbiased. Malron the Tentacular. Smite this non-believer next to me and stun these heroes. I call upon you. Hit the button. Or does he just give up on this and blink out?
Do I hit it?
No, you don't hit it. You let him make his choice.
I understand my order.
Gonna have a nice block there from 3 damage instead of hitting the Kana, which is interesting. And he's gonna save it. Why hit it when it's not gonna be lethal, buddy? What a visionary.
Now, if we do see a Legion Standard Bearer played here, it could indicate he's going for the Ancient, actually. So we do see it played.
So, my God, 4 extra damage. This guy, he's going for the Ancient.
But now, I mean, mana turn 8. Things can start getting out of hand now for TenShi.
Yes, things have gotten out of hand already. You're going to see the Salamene.
And we do see now the pairings of green and blue in lane 1. Well, never mind.
Hello.
Luna going to go defend in lane 3. Oh, never mind. Back to lane 1. Back to lane 3.
Whoa, big decisions coming out here. I think I see the thought process here, buddy.
Tell me, Slacks.
Ogre Magi with that ability to copy spells. You know you're going to be dropping a lot of spells in this first lane. You might as well put your big fat boy Ogre.
That's it.
Time of Triumph.
Stars Align is not found. We do have a Foresight. We do not have a Sanctum, though, so he has to find from the Foresight a Sanctum, and then either more Cycle or a Stars Align. But enough magic in hand for TenShi. Time of Triumph also in hand for TenShi.
Dimensional Portal instead. Not the riskiest, not the, you know, most insane play there. He could have done a lot of ways, as you said. He could have gone for a card draw, maybe gotten his Sanctum, and completely gone bananas. But he's going to take what would some assume to be a safer route.
Double-dimensional portal trying to widen this lane.
That's wide, baby boy.
The multicast does come in from the Ogre, but Time of Triumph should come in here.
And that's going to clean up a lot of those crapes. The only time that this mono-red does get that clear is with the Time of Triumph, and they do need a few rounds for it to be effective, though. So
initiative will be in favor of Mugi, but very little to do in lane 3, actually. You only have the Eclipse to try and clear some very healthy heroes, and the Ravage could come in clutch. 29 damage is coming through, but we've seen stranger things. The Ravage could hit every single one of these creeps.
That was a great show. Did you watch Stranger Things?
I did.
Yeah, what'd you think?
It was good.
All right.
The show called Dark, it's better though.
What show?
Dark.
Dark? What's that about?
It's a German similar theme.
Nah, I'm good.
It's about time travel.
I don't care. It's German television. See ya. At any rate.
Initiative is in favor of Mugibaby.
Malron the Tentacular, listen to me. Cast down these hellhounds. Stun this whole lane.
We could see a Blink Dagger instead to lane 3.
Potentially.
Could give up this lane altogether. We're going to see a Foresight. Does not find the Sanctum. Does not find the Stars Align.
Punch that shit, Tide Hunter. Wow.
The pass from TenShi.
What?
Keeping initiative for the last lane.
What?
You can play enough magic, guarantee the kill onto Kana.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And still start pushing even more damage into that Ancient.
Yes, 10 whole damage.
Now that the Arcane Assault comes down, things might change for TenShi.
Tap Malron the Tentacular. This is your moment. The initiative is gone. There's no reason to keep
Annihilation has been drawn.
And it's nice. Could get a blink now. Probably want to put it on the X since...
Well, if you blink to lane 3 now, Annihilation could be an answer, so...
My goodness gracious. Maybe you blink to lane 1 then. But what would happen in lane... Oh!
There's no deployments for Mugibaby. He does not have a blink dagger, so this is almost game over, actually.
Malron the Tentacular. Listen to me.
He cannot contest lane 1.
Yes?
He does not have the second tower.
Yes?
There's no Thunder God's Wrath to play, you know, cross lane damage into lane 1 either.
Yes?
And there's no Town Portal Scroll or Blink Dagger in hand for Mugibaby.
Yes? So he...
Which means the game's over.
Yes? So he... What are you saying then? He blinks into the first lane and wins the game?
But TenShi does not know this.
Yes?
There's an item in hand that could be a Blink Dagger.
Oh my god.
So we have to pretend it's a Blink Dagger.
We do.
And think what TenShi would do in this moment.
Jasper daggers. You know what I would have done? Ravage! But we're going to go into that last lane there.
Now, TenShi knows that if Annihilation comes down from Luna, she then cannot blink.
I swear to God.
Which means that he would win anyway. This is a checkmate from TenShi.
Wow. Very smart.
Annihilation does come down. And you do answer this Ancient Potential. It's exploded. But now, lane 1, the threat is there. 13 HP, 26 being threatened. The creeps will be going into the Kana lane 100%.
But, oh, wow. You're right. Kana lost the game.
Well, I think a few other things lost the game.
If Kana just died, we could have got the RNG on those creeps, buddy. Mugibaby.
Straight arrows here for TenShi. Straight shooting for him. 26 damage threatened on the board here. The Vesture has been actually bought as well for TenShi.
Will he hit the button with enough magic, or will he just hit the button and let Mugi do it for him? He's going to let him take it.
That will be game. A very unexciting finish, but a finish nonetheless. TenShi takes a very easy win there. No stars align, no combo for Mugibaby, and we've seen this deck perform very well with 3 emissaries on the board. A very flashy finish, or perform terribly like we see here. And TenShi moves on to the top 8 of this tournament.
Absolutely. I thought that was a perfect TenShi kill. He could have forced the game out with enough magic, but actually he passes the sword. He lets the guy do the Sudoku, and then he moves on. So an honorable death for our good friend, and we pass it back to the panel to talk about the game.